Thank you for joining me. The introit for Sunday, April 25th is from the Gospel of John and Psalm 23. I am the good shepherd. I know my own, and my own know me, and I lay down my life for the sheep. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Now, this Sunday is what is known as Good Shepherd Sunday because the focus is Jesus' words in the Gospel of John. I am the Good Shepherd. I don't know if you know anything about shepherds and sheep. I admit that I don't have any experience with the profession or the animal. But I do know that the job of the shepherd is to care for the sheep. Sheep have a number of natural predators, and in order to maintain a flock, one needs to be active in the protection of them. Now, the 23rd Psalm was written by David, and David was a shepherd. It makes a lot of sense that David would connect the action of God to the action of a shepherd. The 23rd Psalm invokes the image of comfort and contentment. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. All will be provided for. We will not lack anything. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He will bring us to the place of ease and goodness. All in all, the image is pastoral. It is calming. Now, the odd curveball in this, however, is the statement, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. A shepherd would be equipped with a rod and a staff, and this would be the case for a few reasons. Now, one reason was to assist the shepherd over a long journey. Much like a walking stick can be of assistance during a hike, a staff can assist during a long walk. Another use was for protection. A shepherd could use the rod or staff to help ward off predators. But there's also one other image that is associated with the rod and staff as a shepherd, and that's to keep the sheep in line. A rod or staff would also be used to hit the sheep. It would be used to get the sheep to stop doing something they should not be doing. It would also be used to get the sheep to move. This comforting psalm suddenly becomes more interesting, but this fits well with our walk as followers of Jesus. We know that Jesus gives comfort and protection, but we also know that there are times when we need to be made to pay attention. We can get distracted, wander off, not want to move when we need to do so, but we can be lazy, stubborn. Sometimes God needs to get our attention, and he does so. Oddly enough, David identifies this rod and staff as a comfort. The law of God is ultimately a comfort for those who trust in him. Now, we know well that those who do not trust in God will claim that this law and his rules are restrictive and oppressive. However, as those who are under his direct care, we understand well that his law is good for us and works to protect us, even if it might sometimes hurt. Just like a child does best when there are defined boundaries and known expectations, we also do best when we know and are reminded of God's law. And we may not like it. We might recoil at it. We might claim that's not fair. But I like how Jesus describes himself. He is the shepherd, the good one. He's not like any other shepherd in existence. And he might have to, from time to time, remind us that he is in the lead, especially when we wander off or do something that's going to harm us. but he has proven over and over again that he is good. He is so good that he died for each and every one of us. Thank you for joining me.